What's going on, guys? So this is gonna be my basically Gamescom summed up and sort of my impressions on what I thought about it. So we're just gonna go ahead and go through basically the whole order of what happened in Gamescom, and I'll show you trailers throughout for each game that I'll talk about. And yeah, so first off, the Vita. Let's just talk about the Vita real quick. The Vita did not get any love again at Gamescom, as just like it didn't at E3. If you want to know how many times I said Vita, it was about 3. The only time they mentioned, actually it might be 2. The only time they mentioned it the only time they mentioned Vita in the game in the same sentence was for the game Volume, which I'll show you a trailer for. But the thing is with this Volume game is it's also coming to PS4, so basically the Vita didn't get like any actual limelight. But it did have a Minecraft trailer, which they did not show. I'll go ahead and show you that right now. The trailer is actually like, I don't know, 2 minutes long, but I'm just showing you a short portion of it because me and lolvita will actually be breaking it down in another video. So, Gamescom 2014 opened up with this Bloodborne, a PS4 exclusive gameplay trailer. The game looks really good, and it's made by people that made, what, Dark Souls or Demon Souls? You know, one of those two. I'm not too sure. There's a bunch of Soul games, and I don't know what the difference is, to be honest, but it was maybe one of those people that made those games, so you can kind of get what kind of game it is. It looks really fun. I'm not too sure of any other info we have on it. If you guys do want me to cover this game, I will be sure to do that. Just let me know in the comments below. But after this gameplay trailer, they went on to a game called The Tomorrow Children. Nobody has a clue what this game is. All they know is that it's made by the people that made Pixel Junk, the Pixel Junk series, and that's by Sony Santa Monica. So I'm guessing this is by Sony Santa Monica. Just guessing, you know. So don't quote me on that. But yeah, the Tomorrow Children, like I said, made by the people who made Pixel Junk Studio, and another game that they're making, but they didn't really. They showed like a quick few seconds of it. Is also Nom Nom Galaxy. I will show you some screenshots of that later on in this summing up video. So after this Tomorrow Children, this is when they finally got to the Volume game, and this was the first time they even mentioned the Vita's name. They started off by saying this game came from the inspiration to be made from Metal Gear Solid 5 or Metal Gear Solid, you know, one of the numbers in the series or whatever. And so you can kind of get the idea of what this game is trying to be, you know. It's trying to be a stealthy game of some sort. And yeah, like I said, PS4, PS Vita, that's the 2 consoles coming out for. So after this, they started talking about this game called Hollow Point, and then they talked about this DayZ talk. They said that new stuff is going to be added to improve the graphics, and they said all this other jazz, which I honestly had no idea what they're talking about. Then came this game called Hellblade that looks so good. Just, I don't even know what's going on, but just the story, just the thing going on my screen was so awesome. Alright, it's made by the people who made Devil May Cry, Heavenly Sword, and a game called Enslaved, which I'm not too familiar with, but I do know Heavenly Sword and DMC. And it just, looking at it, already you can see the main character is going to be a girl, just like in Heavenly Sword, and it looks like that might have been her sister, her friend, her boyfriend, I don't know. It looks like someone that she loved, and you can see that they got killed, and so now it looks like she has like this determination to you know, avenge her of some sort. The game's called Hellblade, so I feel like you can see like a demon's attacking her or something, and so maybe the demons attacked her, and so now she's like gonna get revenge on the demons. And the game just looks like it's gonna be promising. It looks like another Heavenly Sword type game, which I'm fine with. Heavenly Sword was a really good game. I wish I got to play it more, but I didn't get to play it that much. But it just, oh my god, I don't know, this main character just looks so cool. She just has this badass vibe to her. What she's wearing, she looks like a, oh my god. But anyway, that's Hellblade, and I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it. And then they started talking about this game called Rime. The game looks like a sort of a journey Proteus with a human this time kind of game where you're just exploring. It's just a simple platformer with beautiful visuals and nice backgrounds and all that good stuff. It looks like that type of game, and you know, it looks promising. It looks like a nice fun game, you know. We don't like, they didn't really show much about like info about it, so we don't really know that much, but it, like I said, it looks just beautiful. It looks beautiful, and it actually might be a game that you would want to pick up, you know. This seems like it's a relaxing game, you know. Whenever you don't feel like getting like too into a game, you just kind of go ahead, play Rime. But you know, yeah, that's Rime. So after Rime, they started talking about, they had like an indie minute where they just talked about a whole bunch of indies. They were like Nom Nom Galaxy, Papers, Please, Ether, and there's a few other games that really weren't relevant, if I should say so, if I say so myself. But you know, they're just indie games, just like an indie minute. But like I said, Nom Nom Galaxy is a game made by Pixel Junk Studios, and it's also coming to the Vita. Same with Papers, Please, and I'm not sure about Ether, but those games were coming to the Vita, and you can see some screenshots of Nom Nom Galaxy, which is a game that's actually already out on the PC, but just the PC. It's on Steam, but it's coming to the consoles. And after all that indie games that they had, they went ahead and gave us some more Destiny info. They started off by talking about the stats of the beta. It said that 4.6 million people played the beta. There was 88 million games, 12 million public events joined, and it's the most pre-ordered new IP in history. And then they went ahead and showed us this multiplayer trailer, as you can see on the screen. And then they said PS4. They started telling us about like what you get in PS4 versus what you get in they told you what exclusives you get for getting it on PS4. My bad. And it says you get timed exclusive access to multiplayer maps, and they said something about expansion packs, which he wasn't too clear about it, but he said we get timed access to expansion packs. Maybe that means like we get the expansion packs like a week or two before other consoles. I think that's what he meant, but he wasn't very clear about it, but it's alright. But as you can see on the screen, on the trailer, they're kind of just showing you all the classes, all the competitive multiplayer game modes. Iron Banner is what the public events are. They had one of those in the beta. It was cool. And if you did not know, this comes out September 9th, which is not very far from here, from now, man. It's coming. After Destiny, they kept the hype up by talking about Far Cry 4. They talked about all of this stuff that we already heard basically from E3, and then they came out with talking about how you can be playing and a friend can join you even though they don't have the game. They started like explaining that into further detail. And the way it's gonna work is when you get the game, you're gonna get 10 keys to Kyrat. And what it is you have 10 vouchers to give to 10 friends for them to join you and play this game. They didn't say anything about if you can give the friend all 10 to play with you for like 10 times, because what it is, I think it said 2 hours. Each key lasts for 2 hours, so you can be playing with someone for 2 hours. So with a total of 10 times 2, so that gives you 20 hours to play with a friend. But they did not mention if you could give all 10 to the same person, because what it is you connect it to their PlayStation account and they're able to join you. So I don't know if you can send all 10 to the same friend. I don't know, but either way, it's a cool concept, and I wonder if there's gonna be a way to, you know, get more keys, which might require you to buy them, but you know, it's whatever. It's still a cool concept, and this is gonna be only available on PS4, I believe. To sort of keep the hype going, they started talking about this game, or they showed this trailer of this game, Shadow of Mordor. I do not have a single clue what is going on in this trailer. That beginning part right there, the guy in the middle, he looked like a straight badass. So I thought that was cool, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this game is or anything, so I can't really talk about what was happening. But anyways, we'll just continue on with what happened in games. After this, then they started showing the Metal Gear Solid 5. It showed some gameplay, but all it was the box upgrades. And basically what it is, step one, you could, whenever you have your box, you're able to, one of the things, I can't remember the order what they did, but you can slide out of the box and leave the box there as a decoy. you can put pictures on the box and stand up to make it look like you can have a picture of like a soldier, and you can stand up and it'll be like the soldier was like standing up, and it'll the soldiers that see you, they'll think you're a soldier too with the box on your body. And then you can open the box and shoot someone. You can also get like a picture of like girls, and the people will walk up to it, and like they'll be distracted and everything like that. And it's cool things like that. We're gonna go ahead and speed up this sum up with just gonna start briefing through things. So after the Metal Gear Solid 5, they started talking about this game you're gonna see right now. It's called PT. It's supposed to be a scary game. I really don't know, whatever. I'm not a big fan of scary games, but according to these screams that are in there, and I guess it's really scary, but it's whatever. PT. I think there's a demo out right now. You can go get it. Okay. After that, they showed some stuff. They started explaining the PS4 system software 2.0. You can look at that. You can look into that by yourself. They started talking about PlayStation Now, saying it's gonna come out in Europe in 2015. But it's in the US it's coming out 2014. And they started about PlayStation TV. They gave release dates. In Europe, it's gonna come out November 14th, but in the US, it's gonna come out October 14th. So that's a good thing for us US people, and I can't wait for that. After that, they start talking about this game called Until Dawn. This is another horror type game. Like I said, not a big fan of them because I hate scary shit, like fuck that, but it's whatever, that's just me. But this game seems to be sort of like the scary movie type one, where it's like when you watch scary movies, it's always talking about friends and stuff like that, they die and whatnot. So that's another one what this is. The way the guy was talking about it, I think it has some hype behind it. I think it's a popular game. People know about it. I don't really know much at all about it, but Until Dawn, PS4, whatever. It's probably gonna have good graphics. You can already see it in the video, but yeah. And then after that, they start talking. They gave a lot. I'm telling you, a lot of info on Drive. I'm not particularly the biggest fan of racing games, so I really wasn't paying attention. So I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go watch the Drive Club trailer if you want to see that and see what they're talking about. But then after that, this is where a lot of Vita users' hearts just absolutely dropped. It just sank to the bottom of the ocean. You can probably tell already. Eminem, Tearaway. All right, the Vita didn't gain a game at Gamescom. The Vita didn't gain a game. It lost one. It lost a Vita exclusive. It lost it. As you can see, Tearaway is now coming to the PS4, and it is called Tearaway Unfolded. It is not. They initially whenever they're talking about it, they were like saying, how can we make Tearaway fit on the PS4? And they're like, how can we port this game? And they're like, we can't port this game. We can't do it. So they decided to just make a whole new game for the PS4. My God, it's great, everything is great, it's fine, but now people will be like, why should I buy the Vita just to play Tearaway when I can play it on my PS4 now and play it better? Look at this, look at that, oh my Lord. And that's the problem, it looks too good. Yeah, you know what I mean, it looks too good. But it's whatever. The PS4 is a very powerful system, and we should have all known this was gonna happen. We should have known it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But yeah. So after this, after I finished crying, they talked about Alienation, a game called Alienation and Wild. You can go ahead and look those up for yourself as well, because I am not in the mood anymore. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking kidding. You kidding me? You kidding me? No, but for real. It's sad, but it had to happen. I almost was thinking something like this was gonna happen, because I was just thinking, I was like, Media Molecule, they made Little Big Planet, one of the best games on PS3, the best-selling games. And I was like, they didn't make a Little Big Planet, they made a game specially made for the Vita, and it just made me think. I was like, there's no way they're gonna stop at that. There's no way, but. And that they didn't stop at that. So yeah, whatever. It's whatever. That like I said, Alienation and then wow, that was it for Gamescom. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. That sums up all of Gamescom in under 15 minutes. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.